A new year means a new start, but maybe not if you're big tech. An overall gloomy outlook for the market has caused companies to pull back on ad spending. This as regulatory scrutiny grows over tech's influence. This combination creating pain points, including massive layoffs. Another issue facing the sector is Section 230, a law created back in 1996 to shield internet service providers from defamation suits. That's now coming under increased scrutiny. Joining us now is Yahoo Finance tech editor Dan Howley. Dan, I feel like we've been talking about changes to Section 230 for a while. What do we expect come 2023?
Yeah, it's been a long time since we started talking about this. And, I think the big deal here with 2023 isn't going to be coming from any kind of changes in Congress. It could come from the Supreme Court. There's a case that's going to be heard. It's Gonzalez versus Google. And essentially, this has to do with the algorithms that power user shared content. So, for instance, if you're on YouTube, you get a video that shows up. It was posted by another person. The algorithm says that you might be interested in it, and they're going to then provide it to you. It has to do with a terror attack that took place in France. The family of an American who was killed there is suing Google, basically saying that the algorithm helped to indoctrinate some of the terrorists that were involved in that attack. And they want to see if Google still gets shielded under Section 230 when it uses an algorithm. So this could be a major change, because if you think about the likes of obviously YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snap, anything that you can think of as far as social media goes, they use algorithms to drive who sees what on their platforms. And, if they do end up saying that this isn't shielded, this particular case shows that algorithms aren't protected under Section 230, it could throw that entirely out the window. And then how does Facebook or, Meta, however you want to refer to it, then go ahead and show you content that's provided without the algorithm? Look, it's what makes TikTok TikTok. Facebook, Meta, they're plowing tons of money into algorithmically driven content. So we'll have to see how this shakes out at some point this year or next year.
And as we were just talking with our guest in terms of this push for more scrutiny when it comes to antitrust, how do you see that playing out next year for tech?
Yeah, look, antitrust is going to be one of the biggest stories alongside Section 230, just because we have obviously this ongoing Microsoft, Activision Blizzard kind of deal that the FTC is trying to stop, as you and the prior guests were talking about. But then we also have a potential investigation of Apple by the DOJ looking at antitrust. We have Google's antitrust issues. We have Meta's antitrust issues. We have Amazon's antitrust issues. And all of these companies are facing the same kind of scrutiny as far as their power over the markets that they compete in. And so I think this is going to be something that could come to a head in 2023. We've been talking about this since 2020. But, this is at a time where now we have the suit against Facebook with the FTC. We have Microsoft and Activision Blizzard. They're being investigated by the EU and the UK competition authority. And then we have the FTC here trying to block that deal. So I do think that we're going to get a lot of shakeout as far as antitrust goes for the tech market throughout 2023. It's going to be a big year for them, and whether or not they're able to hold on to the kind of power that they've accumulated over time or not is really the question that I think is going to be answered.
A big year for tech and a busy year for you, it looks like. Looking ahead, Dan Howley, as always, thanks so much for that.